Hey everyone, let's give you a quick introduction to the Sagola air testing kit. Now I've used this kit with some really interesting results. It's actually made me relook at the way my airline was set up. I had way too much moisture in it. I had no contamination, no oil contaminations in there, but I had too much moisture in my air, which is running an air-fed mask and obviously water-based paint was not a good idea. So what do you get in the kit? You get the main test unit itself, has a regulator on, and I'll explain, come to this top section in a moment. When you use this kit, you must always make sure it's fully closed, and then you will open it up to 2 bar. So that's that unit, we'll come back to there. You get the actual digital reader. This is gonna read the temperature, the humidity, and the dew point. And for me, on my test, the dew point was really important because that was telling me how much moisture, and I had about 2.5 times more than I should be having in my airline. You get a little microscope, and the reason for having a microscope in there, you look through this section and it's got a little light that switches on. This will help you identify the contaminants that you've got that will come onto the little test sheets. So in this box, so if I open this up, the main unit just unscrews, all right? In the top here, you've got a little O-ring. Take the O-ring out. Take one of these sheets, they're quite delicate. So you get one sheet, that's all you need. Put it in there, put the O-ring back in and tighten it up. Be careful not to cross thread it. Right, so that's it. This is now set up to test the quality of the air, whether it's got any contaminants in it. All right, this will tell you also about moisture. It'll tell you about whether you've got rusty airlines, oil in your system, loads of different things. Sorry, I got something stuck on my finger there. So the way you do it is, like I said, you have it closed, connect it to your airline, and then open it up gently to 2 bar. Let it run for 10 to 15 minutes. After that point, switch it all off, close it down, unplug it, open this up. You can now examine your paper, all right? And on here, if your airline is dirty or your compressor is not running clean and your filtration system is not working, this will work. So where should you set this up? You should set this unit up at almost to the point of use. So before your filtration system, so that you know that the air coming into your filtration system is clean. You can also, if you want, set it after your filtration system to ensure that you know your filtration system is working correctly. You can do the reading in here, or alternatively, you can take it out, put it on a flat surface and do the reading. So that is how you see what contaminants you've got in your airline. Now we'll move on to checking your temperature, the humidity, and the dew point. So this is the bit, I had no contamination in my airline with regards to dirt or oil, which was a good finding for me. But this is the bit that really shocked me. So using this unit, I then tested how much water and moisture and the temperature of my air. The temperature of the air wasn't really so important to me because I have a heated airline. But what was really important to me was how much moisture I had in the air. And so you use this unit, you screw it into the top, just saw me do that, sorry I was chatting too much. You screw the unit into the top. Again, before you plug it to your airline, make sure the valve is shut. Open it up gently to 2 bar. Right, you can see 2 bar there with the green section. Now let it run for 10 to 15 minutes again. And using this button, so this is your on off, above it, this button here will give you Fahrenheit and centigrade, but it'll also take you through all the different settings. So it'll take you through your dew point, your temperature, and your humidity. And like I said, I found that my dew point, the amount of moisture I had in my airline, was up about 8%. And really, it needed to be below 3%. And the way I did that was, wow, it was shocking. I didn't realize it was that high. So I actually then looked at how I can reduce the amount of moisture in my airline. And if you've watched my other videos, you've probably seen it. I bought the Dropout moisture filtration system, and that brought it down to almost 1.2%, which was brilliant. So really simple kit. If you want to find out more about this kit, please visit the Sagola website. They've got a full video on actually how to use it. This video I've just given you here is a brief introduction to it. I highly recommend it. If you've got a workshop and you're breathing, you've got an air-fed mask, or you're working with water base, you should try this kit out, and I'm sure you'll be really impressed or even shocked. The kit is available in the UK from PMP Supplies, and I believe that they are actually letting it out on loan, a weekly rent for you to test the unit yourself, so you don't actually have to invest in it. It's not an expensive kit to invest in if you wanted to buy it, but you know, once you've tested it and solved the problem, you probably wouldn't need this kit again. Right, so that's a brief introduction to Sagola's air testing kit. No point in me going into too much depth because Sagola have done a cracking video on how to use it themselves, and it's easy to follow. But I just wanted to do this little one for PMP Supplies who've lent me this kit, just to help them out and help you guys out, see what's possible. So yeah, check it out. Thanks again for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Always happy to answer them. Take it steady, bye.